Welcome to another edition of Weird Wednesday. Let's all cuddle up and check out what's in store for this week, shall we?
Arizona, it's illegal to let a donkey sleep in a bathtub. I don't know how you got a donkey in a bathtub in the first place, but to each his own. California, if a frog dies during a frog jumping contest, it is illegal to eat that. In Colorado, you are not allowed to keep a couch on your porch. In Connecticut, a pickle cannot legally be called a pickle unless it bounces. In Florida, if you tie an elephant to a parking meter, you have to pay the same parking meter dues that you would with a car. In Kentucky, it is illegal to sell dyed baby chicks unless you sell them in groups of 6. In Louisiana, it's illegal to send a pizza to someone else's house without their knowledge. In Oklahoma, you can't make glue out of dead skunks. In Oregon, it's illegal to go hunting in a cemetery. In Tennessee, you can't share your Netflix password. Good luck enforcing that one. In Texas, it's unlawful to sell a human eye.
Weddings are a beautiful celebration of love, but some cultures have unique rituals and traditions that are outright bizarre and will definitely appear strange to every outsider. Number 12. Borneo. Now, if you haven't heard of Borneo, you shouldn't fret because you're not alone. This giant island is located in Southeast Asia, and it belongs to 3 different countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. In the city of Sadan, which is divided between Indonesia and Malaysia, there's an unusual custom that all couples must respect if at least one of them practices and maintains the traditions of their ancestors. But what is this tradition that is so peculiar? Well, the locals believe that going to the bathroom to do a number 2 is bad luck for the fertility of the couple. Therefore, the couple is forbidden to go to the bathroom to do number 2 for 3 days before their wedding ceremony. Yes, you heard that correctly. 3 days before the wedding, they cannot go to the bathroom. To comply with this custom, the couple must maintain a specific diet days before the wedding, which is not only strange but also quite challenging. And to make sure that the couple does not cheat, a person is assigned to watch over them to ensure that the ceremony is fulfilled. Now, you may be thinking, why on earth would anyone follow such a bizarre custom? Well, to the people of this area, the tradition is a sacred practice that has been passed down from generation to generation, and it's taken quite seriously. In this South Korean tradition, only the men participate, and it's designed to prove the groom's virility. On the wedding day, a relative, which is usually an older male, will then take off their shoe and hit the soles of the groom's feet with a fish. That's right, a fish. As if that's not strange enough, while it's happening, the relative has to ask the groom about his future plans. And it's not just any old smelly fish that's used. It's actually a live flounder, which is believed to symbolize fertility in their culture. Now, you may be thinking, what's the point of it all? Well, the idea is that if the groom can withstand the pain of the fish hitting his feet, he's then considered to be strong enough to handle the challenges of his married life. It's a test of endurance, and it's not for the faint of heart. Just imagine being in the groom's shoes, quite literally, as your feet are getting whacked with a fish. The pain must be excruciating, and it's not really something that you would forget in a hurry. While this tradition is undoubtedly bizarre, it's still practiced in some regions of South Korea today. Failing to pass this test could mean to become the shame of the family, which would be an incredibly humiliating experience.
Now keep an eye open for some weird art.
For the Remember the first time you got a bandage? You were probably a kid and just hurt your knee or elbow. The bandage was wrapped around the injury to allow itself to heal and stop germs from getting in. You and your friends probably wrote your names on it and drew all sorts of stuff. Fun times. Whoever made this candy may have had a little too much fun with his bandage as a kid because they made a candy that looked like that. Imagine gearing open a bag of gummy boo-boos only to find a bandage. But it gets worse. On the bandage is a scab with blood on it. Of course, it's not a real scab, but it looks like one, and they expect you to put that into your mouth to eat. Excuse me while we go throw up yesterday's dinner. Even thinking about the candy makes you want to yak. It's gross and should not be given to a child, except as a gag gift. Pranks are allowed, we agree. Number 9, Porky Pooper. This next candy isn't any better because it also uses a gross concept, poop. The idea is in the name already. But what's worse is that the candy comes out of a pig's poop hole. Granted, it's not a real pig, but that doesn't make us feel any better. It's not like we've thought about candies before and decided that the best place to get them is from pig poop. When you tear open the bag, you get a small pouch filled with jelly beans. Now, the candy makers could have just stopped there, and their candy wouldn't be on this list. But where's the fun in that? Instead, they added a tiny plastic bag around 4 inches in length. Now, to eat the jelly beans, you had to swing the pig's head to the side and stuff its stomach with the candy. Next, when you start pressing on the sides of the stomach, it poops it out. How interesting. We're gonna further ruin your day by telling you that the jelly beans are also brown in color. And guess what else is brown in reality? Pig's poop. Pig's poop. Number 8, Harry Potter cockroach clusters. Harry Potter is one of the biggest franchises in the world, whether it's the books, the movies, or the toys. There are many wonderful parts of the franchise that we can use as inspiration for candies, but someone decided on one of the weirdest things, cockroaches. Now, it's not a surprise that many people are terrified of bugs, especially roaches and spiders. Those bugs with their many legs belong far, far away from people, don't you think? So why then did this candy maker decide to hurt our brains with a cockroach candy? It gets worse because the candies were designed to taste like a real roach if you ate one. The outer part of the gummy is crunchy, like the shell of roaches, while the inner part, the belly, is softer to chew. That's enough internet for us today. Good night and see you tomorrow. Wait, come back. Cockroach candies aren't the worst things on the list. Number 5, Hairball Bubblegum. You know what hairballs are, right? Those nasty things your cat throws up you have to clean up. Basically, it's just a ton of hair that's rolled up into a nasty ball. It doesn't look good, and if your cat decides to barf it up, what makes this candy maker believe that we'd want to eat such a thing? Imagine popping a hairy bubblegum into your mouth. Gross. Thankfully, the candy doesn't taste like a hairball. We wonder what it would taste like. Anyway, this bubblegum is still gross, and the packaging even has the picture of a cat coughing up a hairball. Not cool. 3, Ass gas candy. First off, what in heaven's name are we looking at here? This is by far one of the most interesting candies on the list, especially for its clever double meaning. Ass gas cotton candy is first of all a real gas for family and friends who enjoy farts as jokes. It's a way to give them the gift of their own prudent donkey bag full of delicious blue cotton candy. As fun as this might seem, this candy should definitely not be shown to kids. But we're not talking about how great this candy is. That's if it's great at all. While it does do some fun things, you gotta note that on first look it looks like they're selling farts as candy. This just means if you package something right, humans will buy it. And with a selling description like this, who wouldn't? Ass gas cotton candy is a funny ass gift for family and friends who love strange things. This playful gift is also perfect for any hard-to-buy for candy lover on your gift list, no matter what you're celebrating. Still, definitely not for kids. Number 2, Zit Poppers. Popping zits, even though weirdly enjoyed, can be quite irritating. But popping zits as a form of candy? I don't think so. If you want to gross someone out, then these zit poppers are just the perfect thing. But are they real, you ask? Will you lick these zits in your food? Definitely not. You know how teenagers have faces with so many zits it looks like timestamps? And how you just thought, oh, if I could only pop every single one of them and lick them till I'm filled up? No way. But hey, here we are, questioning whether this candy should be shown to kids. The answer is no, thank you. Each gummy candy has an oozy, sticky goo filling. Each box has assorted flavors of strawberry and watermelon zits. This is no doubt a truly gross Halloween candy.
Ew. So I think I saw the wrong Barbie movie this weekend, guys. Is this the movie that you guys saw? Thanks for tuning in for another Weird Wednesday.